Hey guys, Chris here with Phantom Buster, and in this video we're going to look at the Sales Navigator Profile Scraper Phantom available on phantombuster.com, which will help us scrape all of the available data from Sales Navigator profiles, including emails. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so to get started using this Phantom, all we need to do is go to phantombuster.com and click on Browse Phantoms. Next, I'm going to go to the search bar and filter for Sales Navigator, and I'm going to choose the Sales Navigator Profile Scraper. Now, if you click on the title, you'll be taken to the Phantom overview page where you'll get an overview of exactly how to set up this Phantom for your lead generation strategy on LinkedIn. If you click on the tutorial tab, you'll get a step-by-step summary of exactly how to set up this Phantom. But for now, I'm going to choose Use this Phantom. Now you should already have the Phantom Buster Chrome extension installed on your browser, so all you need to do is click on Connect to LinkedIn, then click Save. Now here's where you tell the Phantom which profiles you want to scrape. You have a few options here. You can use the URL of a single Sales Navigator profile, or you can use the URL of a Google Sheet or CSV file containing a list of Sales Navigator profile URLs. Just make sure that the CSV or Google Sheets are publicly accessible. You can also choose to chain together your other Phantoms, so you would click on My Phantoms and choose the other Phantoms that you want to use as an input in the drop-down menu. But for now, I'm going to use a single URL, and I've gone up to Sales Navigator and chosen this profile. So I'm going to go to the URL, select all, right-click and choose Copy, and then head back to my Phantom, and in the input section, right-click and choose Paste. There's also some additional spreadsheet settings so that if you're using a spreadsheet with more than one column, you can list the title of the column where all of your Sales Navigator profile URLs are contained. But for now, we're just going to use the single URL. So I'm going to close this and click on Save. Now here's where you choose the behavior of your Phantom. Now keep in mind there's a limit to how much you can automate on LinkedIn. We recommend that you process a maximum of 150 profiles per day, and if you bypass this by too much, you'll have to update your session cookie more often. And you should always spread your actions across several launches spaced throughout the day during office hours where possible. So here's where you choose the number of profiles to scrape per launch. There's also some advanced settings here. You can simulate LinkedIn's dwell time, which basically will wait approximately 1 minute at each profile visit. You can also choose to save the profile picture as a JPEG. You can take a screenshot of the profile. You can extract the profile's jobs. You can extract the profile's schools, extract the profile skills, extract the profile company website, and you can extract the profile's similar leads list. Finally, you can rename the result.csv file that gets output. And if you're using a spreadsheet with multiple columns as an input, and you want to keep some of those columns in your output spreadsheet, you can tell the Phantom which fields to keep in the output. But for now, we're going to keep things simple. I'm going to go ahead and click on Advanced Settings and Results File Settings to close them, and go ahead and click on Save. Now here's where you choose your email discovery service. Each Phantom Buster plan includes monthly email discovery credits. So 1 credit corresponds to an attempt at finding a verified professional email address for a profile you've scraped. You can also use Drop Contact, Hunter, or Snove.io, and it's possible to use your available credits from these services by entering in your account's API key. But for now, I'm going to choose Phantom Buster and go ahead and click on Save. Now here's where you set your launch settings. You can choose to run this manually or repeatedly, and if you use the drop down, you can go through and allow this to launch multiple times throughout the day, either during 9 to 5 or during 9 to 5 working hours excluding weekends. So I'm going to close this. You can also do advanced settings that will launch repeatedly. You can also launch this every time another Phantom finishes, or you can just launch it once. But for now, I'm just going to launch this manually. And then you have several notification options. You can choose in case of an error, in case of success, or other notification options. But for now, I'm just going to leave this as none. Finally, there's some other advanced settings for setting up a proxy, other critical advanced settings, and other folder management settings. But everything looks good here, so I'm going to close this and click on Save. Now this will take me to the Sales Navigator Profile Scraper console page. Once I'm ready to launch this Phantom, all I need to do is click on Launch. And depending on how many profiles you're scraping, this may take some time. Alright, so now my Sales Navigator Profile Scraper Phantom has finished running. If I want to get a preview of the profile information I've scraped, all I need to do is go to the result.csv file and click on the iPreview icon. Here you can see I've scraped one profile. I'll get things like the Sales Navigator URL, full name, first name and last name, location, headline, degree connection, and a host of other data that I can use as part of a lead generation strategy. If I want to download this data, all I need to do is click on Download CSV and choose where I want to save it on my hard drive. Alright, so that was the Sales Navigator Profile Scraper Phantom. To get started using this Phantom, you want to head on over to phantombuster.com and create your account. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.